Hello YouTube, this is the Atlanta Puzzler here. This is part 4 on how to design your Megaminx using OnShape. So in the last video we filleted all the parts and we tensioned the surfaces. I only tensioned the corners and the edges, and you can certainly tension this face of the center. I'll let you play with it and see and decide if you need to. But when I look at my design here, I don't know if you can tell here, over here, there's a gap between um, the edges and the center. I think that gap is enough breathing room for the puzzle to turn. So in this video, I want to focus on the centers though. So I'm going to hide the edge and the corner and look at the center. And we'll start by choosing the face of the center, this pentagon here, and click on the plane. And by default, the plane is offsetted by 25. So make it 3 and reverse the direction. So I don't know if you can tell, but the plane now is just under, actually maybe that's too much. Let's make it 2. It is just under the face. Click OK. And if you're not seeing this, let me make it more clear. Go ahead and you can expand this area. And you can see here how we're ready to split this part into 2 to create a center cap. So click on the split and choose the plane for the tool and the center for the part and do OK. And as you can see, let me hide the plane real quick. We have 2 pieces here. We have the actual center, and let me hide it and show you the other one. This is the cap, or what's gonna become the cap basically. So really quick, I'm gonna rename this to cap, make it visible, and let me rename this to just center and do OK. All right, so let's start with the center. I'm gonna hide the cap for a moment. Click on the face and press N, which gives you a normal face here, and do sketch, and it's gonna put the sketch on this face right here. Let's see, click on the project or convert tool here, and let's select this face. Okay, and if I hide the center, it basically carbon copied the outline of the pentagon into my sketch. I don't know, you can't tell here because the line is bold, it's darker, but still it's not very obvious. So this is a way to basically tell OnShape project this line in the background over the two-dimensional sketch that I'm in. So now it gave me this pentagon here. So I'm gonna turn off this plane and let's do offset. And let me choose let me hide the center actually. And let's choose all the edges, and let's make, can I do negative? I'm sure I can. Okay, it did not. So okay, so it's letting me do it in one direction but not in the other. I can't reverse the direction, so let's see. Let me do, I'm sorry, it's thinking. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and dismiss this line. I'm not sure why. Okay, let's try the offset again. I don't want to select the edges one at it. Okay, here we go. And let's do 2. And can I do enter? Okay, good. Okay, so this is good enough. It might be too thick actually, to be honest. Let's do 1.5, whatever. Okay, that feels better. Let's create a circle. Oh, sorry. Center point. Let's do 3-point circle here. Okay, choose a center and a center. and an opposite center. Okay, which gave me this circle, and I forgot to do one thing. Click on it and make sure it's a construction circle because we don't really need it as part of the shape. I just need it to give me the center. Okay, and next I'm going to do a center point circle, and let's do, say, 8. Sorry about the background noise. It's I have a crazy storm here in Georgia. Let's do dimension here to be 8 millimeters. Okay, good. So next, click on the extrude button and choose this area here. Basically, the pentagonal area sans the circle in the center. And I'm going to do 2 millimeters inwards. And let me go ahead and show you the center. And make sure it's actually remove. Check this remove option. So now I am creating a groove inside my center at the shape of a pentagon, and I'm going to do OK, and here's what you get. Okay, so I'm sorry, my machine is frozen. Okay, let's do normal. Alright, now click on the hole, and let me make my sketch visible and choose this point in the middle. And this guy is trying to drill a hole in my piece. Okay, and instead of a simple, let's do a counter bore. Let's test with this a little bit, and I want this to be, instead of 10 millimeters, which is too big, so the radius of my hole is 4 millimeters, and I want this to be 6, and the innermost to be 4. And what this will do, that didn't work actually, so that just gave me a 3. Let's look at the hole again. So let's see, stand let's go to custom. I'm sorry. I want, okay, counter bore blind. I want to use this. I want this to be, I don't know why switching to inches. Okay, I guess that's better. Oof, okay, let's make this a 6 and this is a 4. And for the depth, definitely don't want it to be 19. I want it to be 3 maybe. Okay. Let me try to make this a 4 as well. Sorry. Okay, I'm just trying to create a lip for the screw to rest on. For the depth, I want to reduce this to 4. Radius, hole. Okay, this is what I need to reduce actually. Now there we go, and this goes back to 6. Okay, I'm sorry, it's just been a while since I've done this. See, the counter bore, if you pay attention to these icons where I'm hovering, this is the radius of the innermost hole, which is 4 in my case, 4 for the diameter, and 6 for the outer hole, which is, so I have a 3 millimeter and the inner circle is 2 millimeters. And this is the depth of the larger circle. This is the depth of the total depth, basically. So yeah, sorry, I'm gonna say drill hole. Okay. One thing you can do as well is we can do a sketch here. Okay, and I'm gonna do a use. I'm going to use the innermost circle and the outermost circle and then press extrude, and I want to reverse the direction, make these 11.5, and that will give me basically the edge. Actually, this extrude did not work. I don't want to make it blind up to face, up to part. No, leave it blind and do a second position. This will be maybe 5. Let's take a look. Let's try, okay, 4, sorry. So basically, I extruded this starting from 4 millimeters inside onwards, if that makes sense. So when you do an extrude, you can specify a range. I'm saying basically I want to begin from 11.5 millimeter here where the arrow is, and I want to end it 4 millimeters from the highlighted center here in orange, and that basically will preserve the inside. Sorry if I sound a little distracted. There's a lot of background noise here. Okay, so let me hide this sketch again. Okay, one thing you can do, and let's do a small fillet maybe for this rim here. It'll make your turning smoother, and maybe for this one, but that's mostly visuals, and do okay. So now it looks nicer, I think, and you have a hole for the screw and everything. Typically I don't fillet these pentagonal innermost edges because it's what the center cap gonna use. I usually can sand them down, or maybe we'll fillet them, I don't know. So anyways, I'm gonna hide the center. I'm gonna go to the cap now, center cap, click on it and press N to be normal or perpendicular to it, and let's look for sketches, and here's a sketch. Let's take this guy, and I'm gonna choose the pentagon, and let's try the, sorry, let's do sketch. Let's create a new sketch on this face, and I'm gonna do offset, and I'm gonna choose the pentagon, and I'm gonna go inwards by 2. There we go. Press enter. Oh, actually we talked about, we wanted to make this 1.5. It's better. Okay, and I think, yeah, that's fine. Let's do okay, and press extrude and choose this area, reverse the direction, and this is way too long. Let's make it 2 millimeters. Okay, this looks good. Let's do okay. Here we go. If this looks a little rough, if it looks too boxy, you know, like a Volvo, you can fillet the sketch. So let's see, maybe press on these curves. Okay, that's a lot. Let's do 1 millimeter fillets here and here, and do okay. Okay, now that's better, a little bit better. Let's go to the original sketch we had, and you can also fillet. Can I fillet these? Okay, I can. And do okay. So maybe that looks better. Yeah, so anyways, this will be the center cap for the Megaminx. Okay, so let me go ahead and show the parts. You probably need to tension this, and by the way, if you want to tension it, go to move face, choose all 5 faces plus the corners, the round corners here, and how about this? Okay, now it's trying to move it by a lot, not 5 millimeters, try 0.3 maybe, and certainly reverse the direction. So I don't know if you can tell, the original is the orange one, and the inner one is the resulting one for moving the face. So you basically shrunk the pentagon by 0.3 of a millimeter and do OK. And now the cap should fit better. If you feel like it's falling off or whatever, you can adjust this. You can just print one and experiment with it and see. Okay, I'll go ahead and stop the video. I don't want it to be too long, and we'll wrap up in the next video. All right, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the video, and let me know if you have any questions in the comment. Thank you.